proceed, George.
Groucho, we have a housewife and a married man for you tonight. Mrs. Grace Searock and Mr. Sam Joya. Would you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx?
Say the secret word and you'll divide $100. It's a common word, something you always have with me, with you. Grace Searock, huh? Oh, I saw that picture. Disney made that, huh? I'll call you Grace, huh?
Sure, everybody does.
Everybody? Does he call you Grace?
No, I don't know him.
You said everybody. You don't mind if I call you Grace, huh?
No, not at all.
You're a housewife, huh? You're one of the tiniest housewives I've ever seen. What weight do you fight in there?
Well, I'm 4'11", weigh 95 pounds.
Well, you certainly aren't the large economy size, are you? What is your, Sam Joya?
Yeah, that's right.
Could you spell that for the audience? It's a kind of an odd name. I don't think they've ever seen anything like that.
G-I-O-I-A.
G-I-O-I-A.
That's right.
What kind of isn't that a song? G-I-O-I-A. Old MacDonald had a farm. G-I-O-I-A. I knew it rang some kind of a bell. What kind of a name is Goya?
It's an Italian name.
Oh, Italian, huh? Whereabouts in Italy do you hail from, Sam?
Sicilia.
Sicilia?
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, that's nice country down there, isn't it?
Oh, yes.
I was over there last summer, you know. Oh,
yeah. I was there about 8 or 9 years ago.
Yeah. Well, I guess that's why we didn't run into each other. How old are you, Sam?
I'm 63 years old.
63? Well, you're a young-looking Sam. Are you married?
Yes, I am married. I got a wife and 2 children. I went back to Italy and got married. Come back here with my wife.
Oh, what's the matter? Didn't you like the American girls?
No, too many bosses. They want to boss too much.
What does it take to make an Italian girl happy, Sam? Apparently
well,
they're much easier to satisfy, huh?
A good home and lots to eat.
You mean all you need in Italy to get a girl is a little house and a few cans of spaghetti?
That's right. That's right.
Well, if Gina Lola Brigida is listening, and I own my own home and I have a whole cellar full of spaghetti. This may not work, but I'd be a fool not to try. Let's get back to you. Where did you meet your husband?
Well, Charlie and I worked in the...
Charlie, is that your husband?
Yeah.
Oh.
Worked in an underwear factory.
You worked in an underwear factory? What was your job there?
Oh, I sewed buttons.
What was his job there?
He made buttonholes.
Well, you were certainly made for each other, weren't you? Well, tell us some more about your romance, Grace. Did you and Charlie have much time for each other in this underwear factory?
Well, I sew buttons pretty fast, and I'd catch up to him, you know. And
he was slower with the buttonholes?
Yeah, he was slower with the buttonholes. So I'd go over to his machine and talk to him till the marking girls marked the underwear where I have to put the button.
You remember that old joke, Sam? What do you got under there?
What? What?
Well, you killed it. You're supposed to say underwear. And I say under there, and then you say underwear, and we keep it up like that until the audience leaves the theater. That's another joke that helped to kill boredom. Grace, I don't know when I've been so stirred by a love story. You ought to write a book about it. You could call it Red Flannels in the Sunset. Or Life in the Underworld. Well, you're a very nice couple, and it's been fun talking to you. And now let's see if you can make some money. You both know how to play this gimmick that we foster on the audience every week?
Yeah.
Now, you selected music, is that right? What are you going to try?
About 60.
60. The orchestra will play a song that will always be associated with the name of Al Jolson. Now, you tell me what it is. Play, Jack. If you don't know, guess.
Raining rain, it's raining violets, or...
What's the title?
When When April showers.
April showers, eh?
Good. And you now have $160.
Now what do you want to try?
50?
50.
All right, 50.
Here's an old song that originated in Germany half a century ago. It's been universally popular ever since. Now, you tell us what it is. Music, Mr. Mikan.
Firefly or...
All right, what is the answer? No, you were flirting with it. Yeah, it's glowworm.
Glowworm, firefly.
Yeah.
Well, you lost half your 160 and now have $80.
All right, now don't get discouraged. You still have a long way to go. What are you going to try now?
40? Try 40?
40. The orchestra is going to play one of Irving Berlin's most popular numbers. It was written in 1911. What is it? Play, Jack.
Alexander's Ragtime Band.
Okay, Alexander's Ragtime Band.
You now have $120.
Now what do you want to try?
Down the easy ones.
Easy one?
30.
All right, 30. What is Sir Thomas Beecham's role in the world of music? Sir Thomas Beecham. Just what is his job in the field of music?
Never heard of them.
Well, he's one of the most famous musical conductors in the whole world.
You wind up with $60.
Well, how much did they win?
$60. We invited some professional models to our show, Groucho.
Ah, you're talking.
And just before we went on the air, our studio audience selected Miss Marilyn Messenkopf to be on the show, and her partner is Mr. Earl Wiedemann. So, folks, you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Welcome, welcome to You Bet Your Life. Say the secret word and divide $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Earl Wiedemann and Marilyn Misanthrope.
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou Misanthrope, is that right?
Messenkopf.
Oh, Mesenkopf, huh? Yeah, Mr. Wiedemann, you don't mind if I talk to Mary Lou first, huh?
Why, no, I don't see a nice-looking lady like that. Why you should talk to me at all?
Well, as a matter of fact, I hadn't planned on talking to you. I was just kind of break it to you kind of easy. Mary Lou, you're a model, huh?
Yes, sir, I am.
They used to say a model is an imitation of the real thing, but that's not true in this particular case. You're a beautiful girl, and
Well, thank you.
I wish I was 13 years old. You're certainly a healthy-looking specimen now. Where are you from originally?
I'm from Gonzales, and that's in the Salinas Valley, 120 miles south of San Francisco.
Gonzales. I've been through there many times. Isn't that the lettuce capital of America?
We like to call it the salad bowl of America.
You call it the salad bowl? Who calls it this, huh?
Oh, everybody that lives in the valley.
How old are you, Earl?
I'm 67.
67, huh? Well, you're a fine-looking man for 67.
I feel lots younger than that.
Well, you look around 50.
Because I never had a sick day in my life, and I've never been in a hospital.
Well, I'm very happy to hear that. As a matter of fact, I could tell you were young by the way you were casing Mary Lou here. Just remember, Earl, that when you're traveling over 60, you have to slow down around the curves. What kind of business are you in, Mr. Wiedemann?
I'm in the sheep business.
Sheep rancher?
Yes, sheep rancher, yes.
Well, you sure pulled the wool over my eyes. How big is your sheep ranch?
Oh, we got 864 acres.
That's a pretty big place, huh? Well, I know practically nothing about sheep. How do they compare with, say, cattle? I don't know anything about cattle either. Well, are sheep really as dumb as we're led to believe?
Oh, no, I think they're very, very smart. Particularly, to herd sheep, you've got to know more than the sheep.
Well, that lets me out, huh? Well, if sheep are so smart, why are they always getting fleeced?
Well, I don't know. I don't think they get fleeced so often.
Well, are you interested in any other activities aside from sheep and Mary Lou?
Oh, yes. I'm president of the Gloria Soil Conservation District, and...
Soil conservation? No, we're getting down to earth. Just what is soil conservation, Earl?
Well, soil conservation is
It's the conserving of soil, I should imagine.
Sure. We're trying to save that little narrow strip of topsoil that we have left.
You mean throughout the United States?
Throughout the United States, or else we, in It seems to me like that the city people ought to begin to get interested in soil conservation, or they'll be just like China for some of the generations to come, I'm sure.
You mean we're wasting our natural resources?
We're absolutely throwing it away.
It's true. We're a wasteful country, and it's about time we wake up and start safeguarding what nature has endowed us with.
That's right.
Half of the United States is in the Gulf of Mexico, you know. It's been washed through the Missouri River and Mississippi and down through all the rivers. Mary Lou, who do you work for, Mary Lou?
Dunning and Riggs Model Agency.
What is it?
Dunning and Riggs Model Agency.
I've been Dunning Riggs for years. They've yet to send me a model. Did you have to go to school to learn modeling?
Oh, yes. There's a lot more to it than meets the eye.
I hope so. That's one of the most fervent wishes I've ever made. But what did you learn at modeling school?
Oh, you learn makeup and how to fix your hair, poise, charm, etiquette, and, even how to get in and out of a car.
How to get in and out of a car?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You shouldn't have any trouble getting in an automobile.
Well, you don't
Not
know?
mine, anyhow. You might have a little difficulty getting out, but... What do they teach you about getting in and out of a car?
Well, first of all, when
I thought that came naturally.
when your escort gets out to go around and let you out, open the door for you, it's kind of awkward just to sit there. So in the meantime, you slide over to the side.
To the side where your escort is?
No, to the side of where he's going to let you out.
Oh.
Which is on the right-hand side of the car. And then he opens the door, and you put your legs out first, and while you're doing this, you make eyes at him and give him a big smile.
You stick your legs out and they make eyes at your escort?
That's right.
Mary Lou, I don't quite understand. Why should you be making with the eyes when you're getting out of a car?
Will attract attention from your legs.
You ashamed of them?
Well, no, but when you're getting out of a car, they're in a very awkward position.
Oh, they're hanging down this way, huh?
Really, it's
I'll tell you what
difficult.
you do. You show the audience your legs and roll your eyes at the same time. Go ahead.
I really can't.
Well, just do it up to here.
Just up to there? Okay.
Now, is there one man in the audience who can tell me the color of her eyes? Well, let's play You Bet Your Life, huh?
In the race for the $1,000, the first couple won $60, and the secret word is foot.
You select a general information quiz, and remember, the more the question is worth, the harder it is. And remember your partners, one answer between you. Now, what do you want to start with?
70 bucks.
70? Okay, according to Greek mythology, where did the gods live?
Well, I can't answer to you.
Greek mythology, where did the gods live? On Mount Olympus. That's not a very hard question. Even I knew that.
You did not.
You...
Yes, I did.
Well,
Ask Fenneman, didn't
I think he knew it, yeah.
no, I don't think he did. Sure. You look at me just as blank as I was at him.
As a matter of fact, I didn't, but I was trying to make you feel good. As a matter of fact, I don't know anything.
Neither do I.
You still have $50.
Well, that's all right.
Now what are you going to go for?
We're going to go for 20 bucks.
For $20. Who lives at number 10 Downing Street?
Winston Churchill.
That's right. Winston Churchill is...
You now have $70.
Now what are you going to go for? The big ones are hard, the little ones are easy. 50? 50? What is the name of the London residence of Queen Elizabeth?
Jesus, just heard it the other day, too.
Yo, what is it? Is that it?
Buckingham Palace.
Oh.
You lost half your 70, now have $35.
All right, now here's your last chance to be the other couples. What are you going to go for?
How's that?
Well, let's go for the 40.
40, so we got them in just this morning.
Yeah, they're good, huh?
What do you call the last car on a freight train?
Caboose.
That's right.
And you wind up with $75. Well, Groucho, we have some special people we'd like you to meet right now. Dr. E.A. Peterson and Miss Edith Head. Folks, would you come in, please, and meet Groucho Marx.
Say the secret word and divide $100. It's a common word, something you always have with you. Edith, I'm glad to see you.
I'm delighted to be here, Groucho.
In case there's someone who may not know it, Edith's head is the top dress designer in the movie industry. I'm sure you've seen her name on hundreds of pictures. Edith, I haven't seen you since I made pictures at Paramount.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I haven't seen anybody at Paramount since I made pictures there. How long have you been in the picture business, Edith?
Over 20 years.
That long, huh? You must have started when you were about 12, huh?
Well, I remember doing clothes for your picture.
Let's see, you're Dr. Peterson? How are you? Well, I was pretty good until that last thing she threw at me. What does the EA stand for, Doc?
Ethan Allen.
Ethan Allen, huh? You must be one of the Green Mountain doctors, huh?
They must have been patriotic when I was born.
And they're not now?
They, on June 17th, that's the Battle of Bunker Hill Day. So they named me Ethan Allen.
Well, if your fan was that patriotic, you're lucky you weren't born during National Pickle Week.
Well, that's an idea.
You'd be known as E.A. Pickle. What kind of a doctor are you, Doctor?
Osteopathic physician and surgeon.
Oh. What's the difference between an osteopath and a chiropractor?
We think there's quite a difference in the background of the education and the training.
You must save a fortune on haircuts, don't you?
Well, I've tried. I was going to ask about a minute here in my head. Well, I do, but you know what happens? My wife gives me a little trimming every once in a while, and so...
She does? Well, what wife doesn't? Huh?
Well, that's true, but she requires 50 cents every time, you see.
Well, right, I'll get back to you, Doc. I'd like a word with Miss Head here. Edith. You know, I'll call you Edith, huh?
Will you?
Well, how do you go about designing clothes for an important actress?
Well, you actually do what the script tells you. In other words, if the script says the girl runs and jumps over the fence and is chased by a cow, why, naturally you do a full skirt. Or if it says she's out in the rain, you do something that looks pretty when it gets wet. And you work with the producer, and you work with the director, and you work with the cameraman and the star, and of course women are all difficult, including stars. And then when you're all through, you do the sketches, and if they like them, you make the clothes, and then you test them, and you put them on the screen.
Well, what about this girl jumping over the fence with the cow?
Well, that is just an example of what you have to do, you see.
Well, what would she wear?
She would wear a very full skirt and a lot of petticoats and very, very, very pretty underwear.
You don't know where she is now, huh? You don't need an assistant over there, do you?
Not for...
a good buttonhole maker?
Not for men.
No? Edith, you've won a lot of Academy Awards, as I recall, haven't you?
Yes, I've been awfully lucky. I have 5 of them.
Nah, that isn't luck. Not when you win 5. You can win 1 by luck. When you win 5, you must have achieved something pretty important. What do you consider your best job?
I think the last picture I did, it was a picture called Roman Holiday, and Audrey Hepburn in that played a dual role, and I had to make her into 2 people, you see.
Mm-hmm. You don't remember what you did with the other one, huh? Doctor, what is your name?
Ethan Allen Peterson, Groucho.
Ethan Allen. You must be one of the Green Mountain boys, huh?
Should we start in the beginning?
And what is your business? What profession are you?
Osteopathic physician and surgeon.
You're a doctor, huh?
That's right.
An osteopath. Well, how does that differ from a chiropractor?
Well, shall I tell you the whole
I've seen him
story?
someplace before.
Really?
Well, tell us, since you're a doctor, how does a doctor relax? Do you have any hobbies, like sending your patients a bill?
Well, that's a good hobby, but sailing used to be my hobby.
Sailing?
Sailing.
Sailing
Over the
bounding main, you mean?
Over the bounding main.
Oh. Where did you do your sailing, Doc?
Well, one time I
Down
sailed...
the park here and
no.
locally?
One time I sailed from Shanghai to San Pedro.
From Shanghai to... was this
China.
in the bar of the Lorlean?
No,
What kind of a ship did you sail on?
Well, a very interesting little ship, Groucho. A Chinese junk.
That's what my laundry looks like when it comes back. Well, could you tell us something about the trip? I'm sure there must be half a dozen people in our audience who have never sailed the Pacific in a Chinese junk.
Well, we started from Shanghai.
Stick in the muds.
We started from Shanghai, and Our first port of call was to be Yokohama, Japan, a distance of 1,000 miles. But after we lost sight of the
What do you
Chinese
mean
coast- Well, my wife was with me. So we got to
Well, did you catch your own food as you went along?
We fished all the time.
You're quite a hero. Weren't you scared on this boat, traveling for 84 days?
Oh, yes, you're bound to be frightened out there.
Did you meet sharks, follow the boat? or
Whales,
anything? Whales?
Groucho.
Well, they're not dangerous, are they?
No, but a 60-foot whale is pretty frightening when he comes up alongside of a 36-foot boat.
Wait a minute. You said foot. You know, I was all ready to play the quiz game. Why didn't I keep my mouth shut? Now it costs $100. You said the secret word foot, so you get $50.
I get it, too.
And yes, you get $50.
You're my partner.
Well, I've learned almost nothing about fashion here tonight and Chinese junks. Let's play You Bet Your Life.
In the race for the $1,000, the second couple is leading with $75.
Well, now, you selected cooking quiz, is that right? That's kind of a strange quiz for a designer of clothes, isn't it? Now, what do you want to start with?
I think
We start
the
with
man should...
The doctor?
Let's start with 100.
All right.
$100, all right. What is the name of the dish made from bits of meat and cornmeal? It's then sliced from a mold and fried. It's particularly popular in Philadelphia.
Scrapple.
Scrapple is right.
I'm sorry, I should have asked
Off to a great start, you have $200.
Now, what do you want to try?
90.
you. Please.
90. What do you call a French pancake folded and served in a sauce that's usually set ablaze?
Crepe Suzette.
Crepe Suzette's all right.
Now have $290.
It's a sharp cookie you've got in tow here, Doc, eh? Now, what are you going to go for?
80?
80, all right.
What variety of vegetable is a Kentucky wonder?
String.
String bean. String bean.
String bean is right, eh?
You now have $370.
All right, here's your last chance to beat the other couples. What are you going to go for?
The next one.
70.
70. All right, when deer meat is served, what is it called?
Venison.
Well, they know the answer. They don't even have to know the question. They know the answer. It's venison.
And you wind up with $440.
All right, here we go for $1,000. I'll give you 15 seconds to decide on a single answer. Think carefully and please no help from the audience. One of the 7 wonders of the ancient world was an enormous statue honoring Apollo. It was erected on an island in the Aegean Sea. For $1,000, what is the name of this ancient wonder? Talk it over. Don't kiss her, Doc. Just talk it over.
I think so. Yeah.
Shall we tell you?
All right, what is the answer you two have decided upon?
Colossus of Rhodes.
The Colossus of Rhodes is absolutely right. You better give him a big kiss.
Why, it's wonderful.
Well, you win now $1,000. How much in the quiz, George?
The whole thing, $440.
And the secret word?
Oh, and this?
Yes.
And the secret word, how much is it, George? The whole
Altogether,
total? Yeah.
$1,540.
What are you going to do with all that swag?
What are you going to do with yours, Doc?
I've got to give it to my wife, I'm afraid.
Well, I feel sorry for you. And you, Edith?
I think I'll give mine to charity because I know a lot of people who need it this time of year.
Well, that's very sweet and very thoughtful. And Edith, I'll give you my address because charity begins at home.